Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing episode 3 of the dental assisting series. I really am just overwhelmed with all the support. Like, once again, I just still can't believe it. Like, you guys have been sending me so much comments on the videos, even DMing me on Instagram. So I thank you guys so much for all the positive feedback and noticing that you guys are chatting with each other in the comment section, and that makes me really happy. Today we're going to be talking about other careers in the dental industry, as well as what I plan to do to further my education, and I'll give you guys an update on how things are going with me with working as a dental assistant and stuff, because you guys know I just got hired in July and it's now October. So let's get started with the video. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with a couple of questions that you guys sent me. I did screenshot them and I'm just going to read them back to you guys and just answer them if I can. First question I have is from Cecilia, and you asked, did you take the DAMB? If you did, can you please help me with any studying tips? So I did not take the DAMB exam. I wasn't in the program long enough to take the DAMB exam. If you don't know what the DAMB is, it's the Dental Assisting National Board Exam, and that's basically going to give you like some type of accreditation to go with your certificate as a dental assistant. Professor told us it was like $400 to take that exam, but I didn't take it, and I honestly don't even know if I'm going to take the DAMB, just because I'm still in the process of trying to figure out when I'm going to take my radiology exam. But as far as DAMB, like testing tips and stuff like that, honestly, if you are in dental assisting school, I would really just take all your exams seriously and try to study above and beyond, just because that is your practice right there. That book you get, all the study material you get, is your practice towards the DAMB exam. So that's your practice right there, as well as you can go online and find some Quizlets. You can also get practice exams from your professors. So when I was in school, we did take about 3 mock exams, and that exam was actually kind of hard. Like, none of us really did well on it. So I don't know if we weren't taking it seriously or whatever, but it's stuff that I thought I knew that I didn't know. So you definitely want to take the exams you are taking now seriously. Like, you want to take that seriously and use that to help you, as well as make sure you're reading your book. Books are there for a reason, so that's probably the best study material I can get to you. And also use your resources. Ask your professors, how do I study for this exam? That's the best person you can ask, because I didn't take it and I don't know if I'm gonna take it, to be honest. Okay, so the next question I have is from Dominique Drain. Her comment was, I am currently in dental assistant school, and if you don't mind me asking, what did your paycheck look like? So first of all, for all you guys who keep asking about what my paycheck looks like, yes, I do mind you asking me what my paycheck looks like, because I'm not just gonna flat out tell you how much I'm making, just because it can vary from place to place, and that's really nobody's business how much I'm personally making. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up on Bureau of Labor Statistics, so that way it's like set in stone that I'm not making this up. But it says that in 2016 the median pay for dental assistants was set at around $37,000 per year, $17 an hour. Now what I've heard was that you can get paid $25 an hour, because I remember my program, this lady said that she paid one of her assistants $25 an hour, and that's just because of their relationship. She's been with her since they started their practice. So yeah, that basically is what I can tell you guys about your pay. Like, maybe a lot of you guys want to know how much I'm making, because you know I'm kind of like entry level. Like, just don't put the lowest amount. Like, put what you think you deserve. So if you don't put what you think you deserve, what do you think they're going to give you? You know what I mean? So just try to negotiate your salary. Like I said before, just know I negotiated my salary, and that's how I'm going to answer that question, because you guys love asking me that. Next question is from Eagles 5196, and he asks, can males, well, he asks, as a male, can I do this too? Yeah, why not? I know that it's a like predominantly female type like job. I know it's a lot of females that work as dental assistants, but yes, you can work as a male. I actually have a friend, He was the only boy in our class, but I'm trying to get him to come on my channel to talk to you guys from his perspective. But they actually like having guys. Like, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air to have a male in the office, because it's usually like women everywhere, and you guys know how women can get sometimes. So yeah, it's like, I think it's a breath of fresh air. I think they like having men in the office, but it's definitely, it doesn't matter if you're a male. That's not going to stop you from getting a job, as long as you can do your job. Really shouldn't matter your gender at all. Okay, so the next question I got is from Dr. DRNAV Nets Goyle. I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry, it's a tongue twister. But he basically asked me, can you tell me the course duration for a foreign trained dentist as a dental assistant? I do not know. I'm sorry, I didn't even look it up. I really don't know. I don't know what you mean when you say like where are you located. You would have to maybe like DM me. I really don't know the answer to that question, but I would really just suggest you look online, because I have no clue. I live in America, never left America, and I wasn't really planning to, so I don't really know what to I don't really know how to answer your question, or even maybe it wasn't articulated properly. But if you could maybe ask me again, or send me an email, we'll see, because I don't really understand your question. But yeah, you guys can keep the questions coming. I'm happy that you guys are asking me questions and things like that, and we're talking and there's a conversation going on. That's really great. It's just, I do want to say that I don't know everything, and these videos are based off my personal experience and just research I found. I talk to you guys about the different positions that you can have in the dental field, because I feel like, yeah, being a dental assistant is fun. I like being a dental assistant. I like my job. I like helping the patients, but sometimes you want to do more, and sometimes your job even requires you to do a little bit more than what you think it may entail. Just being a dental assistant, you may have to work at the front sometimes, so you're going to have some skills, some secretarial skills, as far as like your typing and how you answer the phone and how you deal with the patients, how you deal with their personal information and things like that. So a couple of the other jobs that you can have besides being a dentist or an oral surgeon are besides being a dentist or an oral surgeon or dental assistant is an hygienist. So the dental hygienist is the person who, they clean your teeth, they do x-rays on you, they basically help you take care of your oral health besides the dentist. So they're aiding the dentist and helping you with your oral health care. You must keep your mouth clean, and you will probably see a dental hygienist like twice a year, every 6 months, for your annual cleanings and things like that. So you just want to make sure that you are seeing your hygienist on a regular basis to make sure that your mouth is healthy enough and that you won't have to be getting a lot of extensive procedures done from the dentist, because you're already taking care of your oral health care. One job that I was thinking about doing, but I don't know. I mean, I can still apply for the dental hygiene program, but I don't know right now. I thought in the beginning that's really what I wanted to do, but now that I see the other careers, I'm really not sure. But that option is always open to me. TCC, which is the community college I went to, Tallahassee Community College, they do offer a dental hygiene program that's 2 years long, and after that you would take your board exams and you would get your credentials to work, you know, in the state of Florida or wherever you can. Another job that I feel kind of like people don't really know about is the lab technicians. So the lab technicians are the ones we are sending our cases out to. So we don't, anything that's prosthetic is made in a lab, and it's not in the office's lab. It's sent out somewhere else, and they make those prosthetics. So if you're somebody that likes doing things with your hands, making things with your hands, we pour up the models in the office, but after that they basically create your teeth. If you're getting dentures, they're the ones creating that for you. We send them our impressions, and they send us back try-in models, they send us back crowns, bridges, and things like that. So even bite guards are made in the lab. So lab technician, I don't think they specifically have to like go to school for that. I think they can do on the job training, but there are some schools that offer that course for you as well. That one of the dental assistants I work with, she's like really good with pouring up models and doing impressions and things like that, and I've been really trying to watch what she's doing because she used to work in a lab. Before she was a dental assistant, she worked in a lab. Another occupation you can think of opposed to, you know, dental assisting, or just another skill you can put under your belt. You guys probably already know that you have, you know, your periodontist, your orthodontist, your maxillofacial surgeons and those type of people, but I'm talking about other kind of like mid-entry level jobs, I guess I would say. The job that you could also do is office staff. So the office staff is the person like the receptionist. Ever since I started working in an office, I kind of underestimated the job of a receptionist. Like, they work hard. Like, you have to do insurance, just contact insurance. You have to schedule patients. You basically have to make sure that the doctor always has patients, and it's kind of like can be frustrating, especially if patients cancel. You got to go find another patient to put back on the schedule, because I mean, we need patients. And then, you know, you have to schedule in people who have emergency visits, and it's just a lot. You also have to keep track of everybody's charting, their records, and still make sure you're there to answer the phones, because the phones ring all day off the hooks. So you could also work as a receptionist. A dental assistant's job is kind of like interchangeable with the receptionist, if that kind of makes sense. So I'm working a little bit up front at my job. I've answered the phones a couple times. I've put away charts a couple times. I've just checked for like, yeah, stuff like that. Like, I've done small things up front, and I got a chance to see what they do firsthand basis, and they're really busy, because I was really busy when I was up there, even though I didn't really know 100% what I'm doing. They give us some training when I was in school. We did work in the front, like when my school had the clinic in the school, we would just work up there and call patients, schedule them, make sure that they were actually going to come in and show up to their appointment. If they're 5 minutes late or whatever, you have to call and see if they're coming or not, because there's a time limit. You can't just walk in the dental office whenever you want. That's another job. And then you also have the office manager, and the office manager basically checks on the overall quality of the office. So while the dentist is working, he can't be making sure that you're answering the phones and scheduling patients and this person's doing that. It's just better to have an office manager to manage the office. So that's kind of goes without being said, but that's another job you can also look into. So you can always start as a dental assistant and work your way up, or branch your way out to other, you know, other job, just to build up your skills. So that's kind of what I've been doing at my job. I've just been trying to just learn a little bit of everything from everybody, what they know, because everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. That the office is not just assisting the dentist all day. I'm doing other things, so I'm becoming like a more well-rounded assistant, if that makes sense. Other job occupation in the dental field, well, I don't want to just say it's dental, but pretty much all medical fields have sales reps. So dental sales reps basically try to sell you new technology, they try to sell you new and updated anything. So whether that be gloves, whether that be instruments, whether that be a toothbrush, a water pick, whether it be new dental chairs, they're trying to get you to buy the latest and most updated things. So when I was in school, we did get to speak to some dental reps, and I actually thought their job was pretty cool. It seemed like it could be probably a bit hard, but I thought the job was pretty cool. They do travel a lot, and they basically have a lot of, I think they're called like lunch and learns. I think that's what we had, where actually one like dental sales rep, she came to us to talk about what she does and how they basically make an impact on the dental office and the team and all this stuff. And they brought food. They brought us food. We had a whole buffet in class while we were talking about, I got free Sonicare toothbrushes that day, but somebody won a water pick, so that's like really cool. So I think being a dental sales rep, if you feel like you're very charismatic and you can pitch things to people easily, then that would be a good job for you, because I think they make money I think they make a lot of money, because the last time she told us she was living, I felt like it was really nice, to be honest. But so yeah, you can be a dentist, you can be a dental assistant, you can be an office manager, you can be just a part of the office staff, you can be a sales rep, you can work in the lab. There's like a plethora of jobs for you to choose from, so don't feel like you're just, or you can even be a hygienist. I don't want to forget hygienist, but yeah, don't feel like you're just stuck at being a dental assistant. I was job hunting. One thing that I found to be a little bit difficult was the fact that some dental offices don't want to work with the fact that you're still a student, and I totally get it. They want to have somebody, like, they want to have somebody full-time, so that's probably an issue that you might run into if you're still trying to pursue your degree, maybe to go to dental school, but you also want to work as an assistant. So that's probably the only thing. It's not that, I don't think it's that anybody's discouraging anyone from furthering education. It's just that they would prefer if you were there full-time. I'm just lucky enough to found someone that's going to let me work part-time. So I do work part-time now. I am in school, and that's just going to lead me into my next topic, which is what I'm studying and what my future plans are. So I'm still kind of like unsure what my plans are. Like, I don't really know, but I'm kind of trying to put myself in a position where I won't be stuck either way. Yeah, I want to put myself in a situation where I can fluctuate. Just want to be able to, if I change my mind, still not be like, oh well dang, I didn't finish this, or I need this degree, or I need to do that. So I'm still trying to map out exactly what I'm trying to do. But currently right now I attend Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, also known as FAMU, in Tallahassee, Florida. It's a HBCU, and I'm currently studying healthcare informatics and information management. And basically what we do is we check for the quality of the healthcare systems. To just sum it up, it's kind of like a cross between business, law, and healthcare. I just got into my major, so I'm still like filling it out, but so far I really like it. And you can go up to as high as a consultant and just consult other healthcare providers and things like that. So that's currently what I'm studying right now, and I really do like the major. I feel like even with that major, I could still work in the dental field. So if I wanted to be in the HIM field in a dental office, I could still do that as well. But it was important for me to want to go and get my bachelor's, because I felt like I wouldn't continue school if I went to hygiene school. Like, if I'm making the amount of money that hygienists make, I'm probably not going to want to go to school anymore. But it's still very important for me to get my bachelor's, especially while I'm young, and I want to get that experience of being at a university, because if I would have went to hygiene school, I would have just still been at TCC. I would have did my 2 years, graduated, got a job, and that probably would have been it, because I would have started working and I just would have been stuck there. Versus now, I feel like I can still do my bachelor's, and also if I decide I want to be a hygienist, that is always there for me. So right now, I don't know if I still want to be a dental hygienist, just because I've seen also all the possibilities that I could achieve with HIM or was working in more of a corporate setting. I don't think, me personally, that I would want to be doing like physical labor all day for years to come. Like, being an assistant can be taxing on your body. Like, sometimes I come home and my feet hurt really bad, and I'm sure if I work an office job, my feet won't be hurting really bad. But yeah, for now it's okay. I'm young, but I'm just talking about when I have just really long, busy days, my feet hurt and stuff like that, and I can't imagine like that going on for years and years and years. You know, it wears you down after a while. So I do want to also think about my future and other occupations that I want to do later. So it's really just about like continuing my education, but for now I'm just pursuing my bachelor's and I'm working part-time at the office. Maybe during the summer I'll come back full-time. So far my job has been, it's been okay. It's been a learning experience. Because some of you guys are asking me like how I'm doing and stuff like that, but it's been a learning experience. There's a lot of things that I did not know that I now know. Like, one, I didn't really think about how our cases got sent out and stuff like that, or how they get logged in, and it's important to just, wasn't really paying much attention to detail in school. There'd be small things that I probably wouldn't notice, but they'll point it out to me, like, you need to do this, this, and this, and that. Like, every time I come into work, even if I'm like feeling like there's not much to do, there's literally always something to do. And I'm happy that I have I work with a team that, like, they try to help me out, and they let me know where I'm falling short. But I've been working on, you know, paying attention to detail. That's probably one thing that I'm really trying to get a grasp of, that is paying attention to detail and making sure that I'm present when I'm doing things, if that makes sense. Because I remember when I would be on internships and stuff, sometimes I would kind of like zone out because it's an internship and I'm not actually like working. But when I'm working, you can't be zoning out and stuff. You kind of got to stay on it all day, which is why I'm saying, like, I'm not saying if you work another job you can just zone out and space out everywhere, but you just have to stay on all day. And it can be like, some days can be very, very stressful, but I like the job. It's just like, you know, some days are stressful, but that's with any job. I'm working on my relationship with all my coworkers. I'm working on building relationship with them because we're gonna be working together for a long time. I see each other majority of the day, like for like 8 to 10 hours sometimes. So it's kind of important to build a good relationship with them. And if I want to ask them for help, I can ask them. Or even if I made a mistake and did something that I wasn't supposed to do, or whatever the case may be, I still write that down. So I've been making myself like a small little book. If I ever get a chance to maybe show you guys, I might, but I don't know. I'm not in town right now, but yeah, I'll show it to you guys actually. But I'm making myself a book of like little like things to keep on me, even so when I find new jobs, it's like there's certain things that don't change. The dentist may want them done certain ways, but there's certain procedures and things like that that don't change. So there's a few things that I didn't know because I've never seen it before, but I wrote them down in my book, and that's pretty much how I'm staying on top of what I'm doing and stuff like that. So I just write it down and I have it for later. So yeah, I would suggest definitely, like, when you come home, write what you learned, write something new down, just so you don't forget it, because it's a lot to take in. Like, when you're doing this whole on the job thing, like, your training is on the job while you're working. It's not like they're gonna give you a whole separate like learning session. So yeah, unfortunately you make your mistakes on the job as well, and I have made a few mistakes, but you know, nothing that is like too crazy or anything like that. Pretty much sums up how my first few months of working in the office has doing, and what I'm doing as far as my education. And I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for more videos, and I'll